Good morning, YouTube. It has been a few days, well, a week since I raced the Claremont Clay 15K. It's a pretty fancy little medal. I wish it was real gold, but no, I didn't earn a gold or anything. I came in like middle of the pack, which is fine. I actually did better than I was planning to do. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the race, how that went, and what's to come. Because I already have another race scheduled for 1 week from today. And so, or, maybe if you're seeing this less than a week by the time you're seeing this. But yeah, let's go over the Claremont Clay 15K. It was really cold and humid. So I'm in Central Florida, and it was a 48-degree race, which, 48 degrees isn't that bad in the sun. It's not that bad when it's not humid, but it was especially bad that morning. But that's okay. The place where you had to park was about a mile from the starting line, so everybody got a chance to warm up before the race, which was nice, because if we were just standing around, I would have been hiding in the heater of the car and probably would have been worse. So first things first, my plan for that 15K was, because it was my longest run of the year and my longest run since my injury. So this is the shirt I got, by the way. Cool, right? So what I had planned, because I at this point had only done 6.5 mile runs, and I was like, screw it, I'll just do a 15K race, and it actually went really well. I had told myself. I had told myself that if I do under 12 minutes a mile, I would be happy. The whole thing. And just keep it slow and steady so that my foot doesn't, wind up hurting too much and I don't have to walk any of it. I just wanted a steady run. A non-stop steady run, a steady pace. And I did that. I actually did that. But there was some advantages to it. I did it at like a 10 minute, some odd second pace, 10 minute, 10 second pace, something like that per mile. And I held that the whole way. And I was really happy with that because, I didn't expect that I'd be able to do it like that. But the ground was clay. It was like packed clay, so it was still a little soft. And the impact on my foot was not nearly as bad as running on the road, which that gave me a little confidence. Now, it was a hill race, so it was just hills, big hills, and out and back, and it went really well. I handled the hills well. Everything went great, and I did better than I thought I would do. I came, though, let's be real, I was second to last place or third to last place, something like that in my age group, which was no surprise. The people who show up when it's 48 degrees and cold and run 15K, they're the real ones, They're all about it. A lot of them they were doing laps after the race. Between the cars and the start line, back and forth, just to get those extra miles that they hadn't got enough, which I really envy that kind of thing. But yeah, so it went really well. I almost last place in my age group, and I was dead center. I was like literally within 2 or 3 people of being dead center and in between everybody. So I was like dead center, middle of the pack, start to finish, because I kept the same pace the whole way. A steady cruise, and that was all I really wanted to do. I was just like, I needed to get back into racing, and I needed to just say, let's do it. I don't care, you know, to hell with the results. I just want to do well for myself, and that's what I did. And yeah, so really proud of how it went. And I'm sorry about the shakiness of that video. Since I got that video, I got another program to try and run my footage through to stabilize it a bit. So from here on out, all the footage of my running will be a little more stable. Not that the program's perfect, it's not. But we're doing what we can. We're figuring it out as we go. So that was that race. It was great. The people were great. The vibes were great. And the course was awesome. It was beautiful to look at. Everybody was really cool. And, one thing that did happen, though, was somebody handed me, at one of the water stops, somebody handed me something sweet. I spit it out. I had like 3 miles left in the race, and my stomach flipped. I don't do sweet stuff. Nothing sweet. I don't like artificial sweeteners, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I drink these bubbly waters, no sweeteners, no sugars, just like flavored bubbly waters. And they taste sweet to me. Like these unsweetened, so no sweeteners. So then there are no sweeteners and all that. These things taste super sweet to me. So, as soon as I took a gulp or whatever that was, I was like, "Whoa." And then I was like, hoping not to throw up the rest of the race, but it went okay. It went okay, and I was still really happy with the result, and I wasn't put out, and so that was fantastic. And so since the race, I have joined a running club because I really want, one, company when I run. It gets boring to run 2 hours, 3 hours by yourself. So I'm looking for a group of people to run with. I found a pretty nice group locally. And they also do like interval training runs and hill repeats in the week. And then on Saturday, just take a group run. And so Saturday I went, and it was 42 degrees, but not humid. And it was much nicer than the race, which was 48 degrees. It's that humidity that makes the difference. And I ran 10 miles, my first run with them. And I'm gonna put out a video. I only recorded like the last 4 miles because I was with people talking for the first 6 miles. And then, I was the only one doing the extra 4 that day, or at that time of day. Because they have different times of day. Next time I'm gonna go to the earlier group. And the more impressive runners go at 5 in the morning instead of 7 in the morning. So now I know. So I'm gonna go at the 5 in the morning next time. But yeah, it was really great. And I didn't want to film them or make anybody uncomfortable, so I waited till everybody split off from me at mile 6, and I recorded my last 4 miles. And so that was cool. But let's talk about what's next. Let's talk about what's in the future, because my plan is to try and get my goal is to hit 2 races per month. And this weekend I'm going to be doing a half marathon in Largo, which is basically by Tampa. It's on the beach side of Tampa, Largo, Florida. Be doing something called the Luau race. It's a 5K, 10K half. I'll be doing the half marathon. It's a really small, local race. And that'll be nice for my first half marathon of the year. But then I'm going to try and do 2 half marathons a month for the year. And then maybe even bigger ones too towards the end of the year. But my goal is to to run a marathon this year. I was gonna do it last year and I got injured, and that was really depressing. So this time, we're gonna do it right, and I'm gonna train with this running group so that I can run a marathon this year. And 'cause, you know, when you get up to those super long runs, 18-mile runs, 20-mile runs, you really got to be careful. You gotta enter them right. You gotta prepare yourself properly. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing this year. And this week we'll be doing the Luau Half Marathon in Largo. Next month we're gonna do Howie in the Hills Half Marathon, which is a hill race in a little town up in Claremont. And we'll probably do another little local one on top of that. So be ready for that, because I'm gonna film them all. I'm gonna get them all on the internet. Let people see what it's like to show up and race one of these things. Yeah. So very cool, very good. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I will catch you on the next one, I hope. But yeah, my next video will be like a cinematic run around Lake Hollingsworth and another lake. Just the last 4 miles of my club run. And that one would just be like a nice music and running, just real nice vibes. And then yeah, this weekend another race video. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.